Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and cream and muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
Are we in the same seats?
That's hack.
Ah, muggles.
Accidental rim job in the park.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Or am I just being cynical?
Muggled it up on fucking Mugglepedia.
Where have you been since 9/11? Hello, Muggins.
Muggins and cream in your area.
That sounds like a shitty...
Cream.
Like the lowest...
Cream, don't act like we're friends.
What, are we not friends?
They have got grapes. Grapes.
Are we starting up the podcast as enemies?
No, we can resolve it. It should take 5 minutes to resolve, and then we can just crack on.
Do you want to do it now? No, I feel like if you want to bring up the gripes, we should bring our guests in first, because this is also a special podcast for two reasons. One is the first not international, we've been traveling, but it's the first time we're at Altitude, the thing we've been bragging about for so many months. And also, this is the first time, apart from Gene, that we have actual guests on the podcast.
Yeah, like speaking roles.
Yeah, speaking roles.
Because Gene's always just been a voice in the distance that we can translate it whichever way we feel like it.
I'll introduce my guest first, and then you can introduce yours. We're obviously in Altitude just now at the Comedy Festival here all week. That if none of you
as
are
colleagues,
here,
not friends.
We'll get to that in a second. It's been a great festival so far. It's been mad. I feel like it's a tense podcast already. You've made it.
You've tried to shit, Daniel.
Right, right. We'll get on to this. My first guest is Andrew Maxwell. It doesn't need a fucking pickup.
You nearly forgot your name, though.
Festival. No, I was just
running it. That's Brett. Brett runs it.
Yeah, but you started it though, didn't you?
Yeah, with me and Marcus. It's a constitutional monarchy of a business, you know. Brett's the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
And I'm the Queen.
And he's dressed like one. He's got leather lederhosen on.
I'm sorry. Do you think the Queen wears?
No. Hold on. No, hold on. I am talking about the Queen that parades around Powerhouse in Newcastle with his leather lederhosen on. I am talking about the other Q.
I'm an 80s gay dream right here in these beauties.
So Maxwell's in his leather lederhosen. You've got I'm digging the socks, Maxwell. You've got Beavis and Butthead socks on with your leather lederhosen. It's a strong look. It's fucking powerful.
Box first. Air Max, it's all going on.
But you actually have your guest has better socks on than Maxwell, I would argue.
Let's see your socks. He got good socks on. Oh, he's wearing Conor McGregor socks, ladies and gentlemen. Have you guessed who it is yet? It's Nick the Crusher Cody with Conor McGregor socks on. Cody, introduce yourself to a
Hey everyone, it's not only that, it's also McGregor arseless chaps. I'm a big fan.
Oh, yeah, the ones he famously wears to the octagon.
So he can get in at any time. You never know when McGregor's going to turn up.
Or turn around. That's the problem.
It's a triple stitching that does it, you know. People say 2 stitches is enough.
How do you feel, Andrew?
McGregor.
How do you feel, Andrew Maxwell, that an Australian here has come in with an icon of your own country, Conor McGregor?
No, but so Maxwell, he's Australian, and Maxwell's coming with pieces.
Are they Australian?
No.
No.
You fucking...
Oh, because that's what they would do, right? And Beavis and Butthead were like, "Good day, mate. Got any TP? Put another shrimp on the barbie.
I've got PP for
Cornholio, mate."
So we are out here, as we've been bragging about for about 2 months now. We're finally out here in Altitude.
And that's why the booze has kicked in so quick, because we're in Altitude. Is that a thing?
No, because we've been drinking since 10. We forget that. We start drinking so early here. I guess we're high up, but we're also drinking so much. Because, you had a show tonight, Andrew, but neither of us have had to do shit in 2 days. We got to the airport the other day and started drinking.
We did start drinking in the airport, okay.
Sloss put cough mixture in his vodka, Lil Wayne style. He's making some drink.
Yeah. But I would like to point out, because Cody, this is your first Altitude. This is me and Kai's 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
Maxwell obviously helped create this festival. So me and Kai's memories of this festival is like last year we used to fly into Munich, and it's about a 3-hour bus journey to Meyerhofen where we're staying. And so these were always big, massive piss-ups on the bus where we would just... Because it was a 3-hour journey. Maxwell, would you like to just let everyone know what happened last year? You as the host, the gracious host.
Yeah, well...
The envoy, arguably, for Meyerhofen last year.
Yeah, we had some Jaegers on a bus. Okay, these things happened. Yeah, these things did happen. But I suppose what you're alluding to is... We've all seen... Wile E. Coyote. Like,
wait, I'm sorry. Did you run into a wall that was painted as a fucking tunnel?
No, I did step off the bus into thin air. Okay. I did it with a lot of confidence.
He held up a big sign saying "the end," and disappeared into a cloud of smoke.
Picked up his luggage that said Acme on it. We were all like, Maxwell, that's a bad move.
Exactly.
Hey Maxwell, you did something beautiful on the bus this run. So we're coming to altitude on the bus. Everyone's getting hammered, and someone busts out a bunch of mini Jaeger bombs, the type you get on flights. And Maxwell dishes them out to everybody. I have my Jaeger, and then went, Maxwell, is there any more Jaeger? And he went, oh man, I dished them all out, but when I handed them to one person, they looked at me like, oh God, I'll have that later. I don't really want it. I'll go and get that one back. He went back. No, they did, because they had it in their eyes. He read the body language. He read their disposition when they got handed a Jaeger that they didn't want.
It over.
And that's the story about the time Maxwell took my Jaeger from me. I was saving it for on the mountain.
What I like about out here is you can buy alcohol in all sorts of places. We bought those drinks in the airport in a bakery.
In a bakery.
Yeah,
we bought Jaeger bombs at 10 a.m. in a fucking airport.
I'll have a croissant, a pretzel, and I'll have a Jaeger bomb, please.
We brought, like, the last time we were here, we did 6 tequila shots at the top of a mountain in the Alps. In a pyramid on the Alps.
But no,
who knew the Egyptians went there?
But I think you're forgetting as well, we're in a small town.
Yeah.
Small towns are fucking weird. It just happens to be attached to an amazing mountain.
Yeah,
but
right.
being able to buy booze at a bakery is very small town. It's like, well, they're fucking not selling it anywhere else, so
It's like
better get it
with
here.
a shit personality with a grey ass. It's like, you're not... You've got the attention.
It's like a lot of the places don't even have like card readers. Like people have to deal in cash. It's so fucking archaic. It's like coming with your stock from. Oh, I've got like a dozen fish. You can have a beer,
I'll
please.
trade you half a swan.
Funny little town, man. We were this morning. We were having breakfast, and a guy walked in, and he looked like a magician, like full on. Like he was dressed at 10 in the morning.
For breakfast.
Yeah, it just looked like a magician. He had that weird.
Did he make all the wet pussies disappear?
It was 10 in the morning in Austria. There were none.
He pulled a rampant rabbit out of a hat and was like, none of the women here are going to need me.
He released it into the wild. He released his rampant rabbit into the wild. Hey,
My breakfast this morning, and this is the great thing about this festival, literally woke up, said to everyone, meet you at breakfast by 8. I'm obviously the first one there because everyone else doesn't stick to time.
nobody's punctual as you are.
Right, but I'm punctual. But you know, no.
To be fair, I started taking a shit at 7:52 going, I've got 8 minutes. But I forgot my diet for the last few weeks. It was a bit longer. I did have to message you from the bowl.
Also, this thing is terrible here in Austria and Germany. Your poo doesn't go straight into the water as God intended on the 2 islands. Yeah? No, here your poo goes on this weird porcelain shelf where
it's like a cheese board.
Yeah, right. Where you gotta really inhale what you've eaten.
Oh, mate, it's poo purgatory. It's poo purgatory. It just hovers in limbo.
Purgatory.
It hovers in limbo on the shelf, and you're like, you fucking look down and you just got a big. I mean, I am impressed by it sometimes.
But for you, with your shit, is it not just mostly blood?
Yeah,
Isn't it look
I think, you know what, this morning I think I might have had an abortion. It tasted like abortion.
And I don't know. But the worst thing is he's
Muggins made. That was some classic Muggins. You should tune in.
It was not classic Muggins.
So we've got
Maxwell, I know you've never listened to the podcast, but trust me, that is not classic Muggins.
I actually like the fact
Listen to any podcasts.
I like the fact that Austrians, before mobile phones were invented their toilets in a way where it's at some point there'll be the technology to send a photo of your own shit to your friends. We might as well let it sit on this shelf until they can get that photo and send it off.
Do you think they used to draw pictures and post them?
I think it's more like you know, if you go to an arcade machine, it's always the top high scores there. I believe that's what the shares over here are. You walk in, you get to see the person who took a previous shit, and if you do a bigger one, you stay on.
That's the toilet brushes to sign your signature. Get the end of a log and give you three
Do you know,
three
genuinely,
letters.
the reason why it is I don't know whether in Austria, but just over the border in Germany, to get any job in a food or drinks industry, serving people, you got to provide a shit sample.
No.
Yeah.
Now under your fingernails. What the fuck do you think?
Oh.
Smell this.
We've all got partners with mouths. Why are you treating...
Yes, swab my girlfriend's tongue.
Oh, Lord.
Classic muggins. Classic muggins. By the way,
It's also
we've got
so
muggins.
true as well.
We've got muggins. We've got cream. Right. We've
yeah.
got Crusher.
Crusher. Cody's
Cody
obviously
Crusher. Maxwell, what's your nickname, dog? What did they call you in school?
Do you have a nickname in high school? Were you bullied or were you one of the popular kids?
Didn't pretend it was something cool.
It's just Max.
Nah.
Most fuckers.
No one's that nice to just let off with Max. Did I tell you?
When I was in primary school, I had a girl's nickname, though.
What was it?
Meg.
Meg. Crusher and Meg.
like a me.
Genuinely. There's people out there that still know me as Meg.
Why Meg?
Because
Megatron's the only right answer.
it's not the answer. It's not the answer.
No, Megan Ryan, very kissable neck.
Oh, didn't she? What a
She
swans.
actually had her jaw removed so she could kiss her own neck.
That's a callback to an
Episode 1. It all ties together. Meg Ryan kissing her own neck like Jerry Adams.
She's done too much with her lips, though.
What, kissing?
No, she's got them filled in a crazy.
Why were you called Meg?
Oh yeah. So,
Genuinely.
so
Try and get out of this
it's-
with lip stories.
No, it was a co-ed school, primary school,
What's co-ed mate?
boys and girls together.
It's a school.
Yes, well,
Surely-
you might call that.
Surely it
school.
needs a prefix if it's...
That's
No,
not
but you're from England. He's from
Ireland.
Oh.
Where women weren't invented until 1937.
Oh, they were invented, but they were not used.
And they're going to invent the hot one soon. I can feel it. I know. Any year now.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, I'm not even saying sorry for that. You go to Kilkenny and look up Cody. It's the whole fucking
I
town.
went to Ireland once, met a girl called Meg. She looked like you.
Whoa, okay.
Maxwell can't even argue because his wife's Egyptian.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what-
He outsourced, he did,
That's a
aye.
pussy.
Yeah.
I moved. to
What's
the
wrong with
rest-
your own women, Maxwell?
I've also had many of my own women, and they.
I decided not. Nah, not for me. I've tried them all.
There is actually, to be honest, like in Ireland, I think we'll all agree it's a hodgepodge of genetics, but not a very large hodgepodge. But there's some fucking really beautiful.
It's like gingers. It's like redheads.
Oh.
There's not many hot ones, but the
But
ones
when
that
they are, they're
next
some of the
level.
some
Yeah.
that. Yeah, you seen this one? He was in the last, what's it called, Jurassic Park movie.
Oh,
Ah.
T-Rex.
wait, hold on. Can I?
Yeah, she's Ron Howard's daughter.
But she was also that movie, The Last Jurassic. She was the weakest female character like that had ever been written. Her whole thing was, her whole story arc was, I don't want kids. Oh look, dinosaurs. I now want children.
So she laid an egg. A baby was brought up in captivity.
Wanted some of that raptor cock. She didn't want to settle for humans.
Oh, who doesn't want to get scratched to death? Oh, that's the one.
Get a free cesarean.
Trim those nails, please.
Oh, either one of threesome or a triceratops.
So
Meg, you're saying?
Yes. Oh, yeah. So it is.
Cream Crusher and Meg.
Yeah. So it's an odd one because
Megan's and Crush. Muggins and Cream.
All the boys in a big break will play football, and as much as I enjoy football, I enjoy sport and kicking. The actual motion of kicking a ball, I enjoy. Just relentlessly playing football, it was boring, and sometimes I hang out with the girls, but eventually, I didn't have
Put
that.
pigtails in the hair and stuff.
Yeah. All that sort of fun shit.
Play jump rope and that.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Scotch.
But then the next level,
Compliment them.
I wanted to,
He's got the little the pyramid thing. Pick a number, pick a colour.
Oh yeah, did that. Oh, you did all that.
Of course you did.
Yeah, shit, yeah. Anyway, so
Fake it till you make it.
yeah, right. And they still don't know I'm a boy after all these years.
I think you're a bit gold, Meg.
Like, she's the bravest lesbian in Ireland. That's me.
And you're just smashing pussy. With your cock. Still think you're a woman.
Meg's got a good dick. I'll say that.
We were.
Or a really good clit.
Have you ever seen a giant clit?
Never seen a small one.
Oh, this guy up here.
To be honest, what's this clip you speak about? I've never found one.
I saw an enormous one once.
Natalie
It
always
was
gets
a
mugged.
very, very astonishing thing.
Natalie always gets mugged off in this podcast, but never gets mugged and stops in her sex life. I'm almost glad the microphone wasn't there for that.
Time of death. 1:47.
I don't let them know how drunk we are. Like this.
I don't think we're that drunk.
Oh, this podcast.
I mean,
late.
this anecdote that I've started hasn't ended five
yeah,
times.
Jesus, yeah.
No, fuck it. Anyway.
Oh, is that not the end of the anecdote? You pretend to be a bird.
No. So the next.
We're doing a bit.
So then I wanted to hang out with the boys again, but I didn't want to play football. So I would invade the pitch and pretend to be the medical man. If anybody got injured,
Right.
I'd dick around being the medical man, and it started off being Med, and then ended up being Meg. And I didn't give a fuck. They were like...
So you're the medic in the football game, so anytime someone dived, you would just run on and stretch them off.
Yeah.
Go on with
That's
it.
how
Hey.
my first sketch.
So when you were in school, they would have had the wet sponge in the bucket, right?
Yeah.
You used to do that at football, wet sponge in a bucket? They wouldn't do that now because of germs, but I bet you ran on with a sponge, did you?
No, I had nothing.
Oh, you put a wet sponge on, it's like put an ice pack on, but we couldn't afford ice in Newcastle.
Nah.
No, they could afford
mud in
crystal
the bucket.
meth. They could afford afford like the drug ice, but no, they couldn't afford the freezer to freeze
It was cum.
water.
It was cum in a bucket.
Mate, unless you can get ice out the catalogue for a small monthly instalment, we're not buying it.
Oh, they love a monthly
Oh, I
installment.
love a fucking catalogue. Like
It's anybody else who love it.
Really?
They love
the UK. I don't know if it's just where I come from and the UK in general, but
no, things on
people
tick.
rack up the catalogue
Oh,
tick.
yeah.
Because do you know the catalogue? Do they have that in Australia?
Yeah, they're in Australia. There's
Yeah,
all
you
shopping
get on
catalogues, and I definitely know.
So you'll be like, oh, I'm going to have a Yamaha keyboard, I'm going to have a couple of Micro Machines toys, I'm going to ski electric and that, and then you just rack it all up, 49 pence a week. But like, by the time you've got all the stuff in your house, you're paying a fucking £300 a month on your catalogue. Never disappears. It's on a high interest rate.
He's right though. He's absolutely right. They're getting fucked over. There's cheaper ways of buying things.
Yeah, I feel like and in this, we can go into this a bit later, Corn. I feel like if you're still at the stage where, if you by now you've not adapted to the internet, I don't care how old you are. If at this stage in life you've not adapted to the
I
internet,
never considered
you're
that.
done.
Are catalogues
It's
still a
done.
thing now then? Because
No,
that's something
like-
I've always been aware of, but are people still
look,
getting the
trust me,
physical catalogue?
Little Woods is very lonely,
Argos is bigger than ever.
but because they've gone online.
They
Little Woods-
laminate that catalogue as well. It's spaff-proof.
What's that?
They laminate the catalogue in August.
I do worry that if the catalogues all go, what are cops going to beat people with? Like, you can't always get a bag of oranges. Right, particularly in Scotland, right? There's no phone book
Hey,
to batter something.
I didn't realise it's that big in the UK. No, it's sort of big.
The
No.
cops beat people all the time.
Oh, great.
They love it.
Can I make a confession?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
You're an undercover cop, and this is a sting.
If it's not, you don't order from a catalogue, then.
Wearing a wire.
If I'm an undercover cop, then I am an undercover cop that had his first wank over the catalogue's underwear page.
Oh yeah, that's not.
But wait, no, hold on. In the store or like your mum's?
In August. I didn't even know they sold underwear. It might have been Lego. Who knows?
Oh, I remember there were.
Got in the washing machine with the dirty ones and just rolled around with them.
So,
A lot of kids these days they don't.
Maxwell, you would, of course, you would have jacked off for the catalogue.
Oh, old school, yeah, very.
But
catalog.
look, little baby Sloss here. Look at Cream. Look, little bitty Cream. He wouldn't have touched a catalogue.
You're 33? 32.
33.
33. I'm 29 and you're 26, but I'm closer to you than I am him.
Yeah.
But somehow I still know catalogues and porn magazines in the forest. You know that
Oh yeah.
old comedy thing of...
So wait,
How did they get there? The porn and the-
magazines in the forest, is that like...
It's
was
not
that-
a myth. It's
that-
not a myth.
Not a myth.
No, but was that like your Pokemon Go? Like,
Oh,
my
except at the
Pokemon-
end of it, you get pussy, whereas in Pokemon Go, virgin for the rest of your life. So, I mean, you're still a virgin if you got porn. Like, I'm not saying that counts as sex. Otherwise, I'm on $1 million.
Yeah, no girl's ever seen a guy jerking off to porn in the woods and been like, "Oh, future husband." But he knows how to eat
Oh no,
ass.
you wouldn't jack off in the woods. You'd take it home.
Oh, I'm sorry, there was class involved. I'm so unaware. I was busy doing it in my mum's
if
study,
if-
like a true gentleman.
They see you and think, if you find a wet,
Who
moist...
wanks in a study?
That's where the computer was.
Yeah, that's where I was. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just taking old books out. Going to dust off.
Yeah.
but literally blowing the dust off.
Yeah, look in the encyclopedia for snatch. They just bat a few out.
Wonderful. Just looking at a really beautiful pottery piece. Just
I love that Maxwell's show of age is that his study would just have books in it, not the internet.
yeah. A lot of the books are carved out.
He'd have a globe.
Would you have
a globe?
Would you have?
And it wouldn't even have alcohol in it. It'd be an actual globe because that's how he knew where places
He'd have his
were.
encyclopedias referenced, like there'd be like A to C,
Yeah.
D to F.
Listen, if you're saying that,
Or you could say alphabetical.
No, I was just.
No, he just knows A to C.
I was just sorry, Daniel. I was just having a little bit of poetry, just my way of words. Sometimes I don't try to be concise. I try to decorate the airwaves.
he means paint and decorate the airways. this isn't an uplifting mural he's doing for the people of the revolution. Like this is.
Bain
doing the
didn't get out of a hole in the ground as smooth as Kai just got out of that. I was born in the dumbness.
You merely adapted to it.
However, I'm somewhere between you and your study with a computer in, and you with a study with your old books and maps. And I live in a world where I had it in Carter on DVD-ROM.
Yeah, but the thing is, unlike us,
CD,
we all grew
don't
up
brag.
without it.
CD-ROM. Not DVD.
I stand corrected.
I never understood
You got to get the whole world in 700 meg? There's no way. You need at least 4.2 to get every bit of knowledge about the world.
I never knew what a CD-ROM even was. I missed the whole scale. I don't know where it was.
That sounded to me like your acid days.
Yeah.
Was that?
Maybe, yeah. I've never really.
Was that your late 20s, early 30s? Did you disappear for a little while?
Never really approved of acid.
It's pretty good though. That's something that hold on. Just the concept of that's something that you put in your mouth can make your world change so much. Your perception, your reality, your vision, everything just twists. That's noteworthy, whether you like it or not.
Noteworthy.
You'll get over it.
That a Belgian scientist made.
But you'll get over putting that in your mouth in 12 hours, suck a dick, and then look in the mirror and say, what have I become? Everything's changed.
Hang on.
Come down after that.
Are you looking in the mirror while sucking a dick?
Yeah, because close your eyes for that shit. I don't want to see into your soul.
Boys, we should do a joint and then go into our first game.
Yeah, well, what we need is to be higher.
Yeah, this is what this is needed.
Oh, I see. One of these.
Alright, so we are back. Just before we go any further in the podcast,
Guess who's back? Muggs is back.
Nope. I want to just, if
his
you are
friends.
enjoying the banter on this podcast, but not the quality of it because we've got two guests on, this is the perfect time for you to go and buy Kai's USB, because every £10 you get for that over the next week and a half will go towards buying
New microphones.
New microphones.
It will be able to feed a family for a week. And also,
Kai's
you get my show as
you've
well.
You've got to understand. Kai's got to walk.
deal.
Kai's got to walk 20 miles every day to upload this podcast with it on his head.
And one of his children, that will remain unnamed, has a really bad coke habit. So the more...
We should probably name her already.
What we're trying to say to you, my friends, is teach a fish to podcast.
Podcast for a day.
He'll podcast.
Give us £400 and we'll podcast for another 7 weeks.
We will podcast the fish out of this.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's
When in
the
Rome,
only-
donate to the podcast. KaiHumphries.com/shop. I don't know if it's / or /, so you're going to have 2 attempts maximum.
Yeah, I guess. But before we go any further into Muggle Corner, because we have to do guess, we'll get through it quickly. You have a particular gripe we started on this podcast with that you'd like to bring up, apparently, Muggins. You're not happy with cream.
Well, Cream, I'm not looking at you right now, just so the people on the podcast know I'm just looking away from him. I'm still your friend on Facebook, but I'm not your friend in real life. What's more important to you? Daniel kept putting broccoli and cauliflower in my hood.
No.
No, you did.
It started differently.
You started putting. Oh no, you put it in my drink at first.
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't even start there.
You put a cauliflower in my pint.
No,
right?
no,
And then
didn't start there.
I was just like, oh, Cream's drunk. He's just been a Jack the Lad. And I had a swig of my pint, and just people were coming up and like, what are you doing with the cauliflower in your pint, daft cunt? Millions of people pass us by. I said about cauliflower. And I was just like, oh, it's a cultural thing. It's Austria. You know how they are. And I just moved it off. I didn't act offended by the fact he put winter vegetable in
How this
in
actually
pint.
started was we were in the the altitude opening meal where we all the comics sit round. Have
Well, Maxwell, Meg made a fantastic speech, by the way.
did a wonderful one. So
It was quick as well. That was probably the least rambling I've ever done.
you nailed it. I really feel like you because previous years,
Oh, yeah.
spews were involved almost.
Yeah.
Falls.
The what happened was
Chair.
after the speech, I went up to you while you were talking to someone, and then Darren Solly went, just tapped you on your thigh and was like, "Don't look suspicious. Look around. Make sure no one's watching. I'm gonna hand you something with my left hand. So move your pint into your left hand, keep your right hand free." And you were like, "Oh, it's drugs. This is great."
You didn't have
Drugs.
a lovely sniff.
Aye. So it's just there, and he's just like, nobody's looking, right. And I just palm you something, and you're like, "Great, I've got it." And you go off to the corner.
I'm not great, I've got it. I'm like, this is like a fucking
what-
wet, fluffy fucking mess.
Yeah,
This
and
doesn't feel like
I
cocaine.
handed you a fucking cauliflower, which was obviously hilarious because you were very upset by it. Then I put one in your drink, and then
And then I quite the joke cauliflower beers, like cauliflower ears, because there's a cauliflower in my beer, and you didn't even laugh. At least have the decency.
Cauliflower, can I just say for all my vegan friends out there, is both white and powerful as well.
By the way, also, how much time when you saw it was a cauliflower, was there any part of your head that thought, "Oh, fuck, in Austria they sell rack in a thing shaped as a cauliflower"?
I mean, the question is, when did I realise? I had 3 lanes racked out.
Of cauliflower.
Yeah, 3 lanes of cauliflower. And then,
he started 2 lines and was like, "Oh, I feel like I'm for a jog," and not even in the energy way, just healthy.
Not a sprint.
yeah,
So then
no
later,
carbs before Benedict's.
then later on in the evening, what happened was me and a bunch of the other comics here, at least 9 of us,
Pass the book.
grabbed separate bits of cauliflower and broccoli, and over the course of the evening, kept putting them in the hood of your hood.
Me hoodie.
I don't want to get technical.
But the way you were making like vegetable puns that were really bad.
Awful.
Really bad.
Let's go sit at the veg table.
Yeah, and then I joined in. I said a vegetable pun, thinking that they're doing puns. Let's crack on. And I dropped a pun, and you all laughed at it. I thought you were laughing at my vegetable pun. You were laughing that I was doing a vegetable pun when the joke's on me because I've got a fucking allotment in my hood.
Yeah, a salad, just where your ears rest.
And so after I found that, I cracked on with my day, found loads of cauliflower in my pocket. You just didn't end it there. You just kept going.
But you've got to
And then-
understand now that this is now.
And then cream.
You obviously know at this point, by the end of the week, at one point you're going to be going down on Natalie. You're going to look up and realise that she's actually cauliflower. Like that's the level I'll take this to.
Just find cauliflower up there.
No, you're eating a cauliflower.
And then, Mom, I was in the naked sauna and you stole my towel, so I had to
Did not.
He did.
He was very, very anxious that you were going to steal his towel.
I didn't because you.
No, the clothes.
No.
You got to him. You've got to him. You've got inside him.
Because, right, you stole my
shook
towel.
him up.
The towel was gone. You were the last person to leave. Towel was gone. So I had to strut across the fucking
Would it just
foyer.
backstory?
Wouldn't let me cock out.
Just give backstory. The Hotel Wales stay there's a naked sauna where you have to be naked. There's an angry Austrian man who, if you walk in boxers,
Naked
will
till you
come in
make it.
and just shout at you until you show him his dick.
Correct.
What's his name?
Gunter.
Gunter.
Gunter, he doesn't like you. He doesn't like your cook being away.
Oh no, he doesn't. He
No,
needs
he
to see
can't.
the goods, Gunter.
He wants to see what you've got.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
So apparently,
So,
no,
but
apparently.
you would go from the sauna to the pool with your towel around your waist, right? It's just good form, right? And then you do your activity with your cock out, right? But you stole my towel, so I had to walk right through. Everyone's just chilling and hanging out in the lounges, and I'm just fucking strutting like I'm on a fucking nudist beach.
Yeah, looking like a before picture for a Viagra advert.
Before picture.
Their hands. Look at your penis now. Carrying your coat indoors with your hands.
I'm glad I didn't have a hard on, actually. It's the only thing that could have made it more awkward. So, but I was worried. I bumped into Maxwell, who gave us a towel, by the way. Thanks, Maxwell.
Yeah,
Meg.
No problem.
He had his fanny out in the sauna. I was worried because I put my clothes in the locker and I didn't leave the locker locked. I left it open, but the clothes were just...
clue not in the title of what it's called.
Yeah, but fuck the rules. Classic muggins. So I said to Maxwell, "Oh fuck, he stole my towel. If he sees my clothes, they're gone. and I have got to get to my room with my dick out, right? And even though you didn't see my clothes, if you saw them, you would have stole them, wouldn't you?
Oh, 100%.
That's why I'm mad at you the most, because of what you would have done. Not the cauliflower, not the fucking nicking my towel, none of that shit. The fact that you would have stole my clothes. It's something you haven't done, but I'm mad at you for the hypothetical situation.
Are you mad at me in your
100%
dreams, essentially?
Yes.
Right, well, that brings us perfectly on to...
It's a thought crime.
Thought crime?
All right, Theresa May.
It's his actual programming. It's not a thing that he did. It's the programming of his soul that I'm mad at.
So you seem to be angry at the snake for being a snake.
That she didn't have to bite the apple.
That was Eve, not the snake.
Yeah,
The snake sold it.
she didn't have to.
The snake was a bloke, obviously. Salesman.
Selwyn the bloke. The bloke snake called Selwyn.
And I said salesman.
Salesman. All right, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Right.
None of this makes sense.
So, for regular listeners to the podcast, i.e. Nick Cody, our guest, and to Maxwell, who's literally never listened to this podcast at all.
Oh, a podcast.
Only because I haven't listened to any podcast.
That's yeah, so it's unbiased.
His study has books.
Yeah.
No Wi-Fi.
He's not got
Just books.
He's not got time for his ears.
He hasn't listened to a podcast, but he's read some engravings on a stone.
So we have a corner which we call Muggle Corner, which is basically just Muggle. Being a Muggle is not a bad thing. If you're a full Muggle, we agree it's a bad thing. But everyone is guilty of slightly.
Everything in moderation. Just Muggle in moderation, guys.
So I will give a first example. We can open this up to debate. If a majority of the guests agree, and as you're in the corner for 30 seconds, but everything goes on to debate. My
majority
first
rule.
one, Muggles ski.
Okay.
I think
Right.
ski, because we're...
Hold on. I've got my theory on skiing. Right, skiers learn how to ski when they're in school, so when they become adults, they already ski, so that's why they ski. But boarders didn't learn anything in school, so they had the choice between skiing and boarding, and they go, well, obviously boarding. It's clearly the best. But they wouldn't have chose that if they'd learned already.
You're saying
how to
skiing
ski.
is indoctrination?
I'm saying that, yes,
I think it's just
skiers have had force fed to them.
Skiing is a mode of transport. Snowboard, you learn to ski because you can ski across the world if it snows.
Cross-country skiing.
Right.
Which is what...
Whereas snowboarding...
But you say mode of transport as in people are using it as a place to get somewhere in particular. I
They
think
do,
if you're
they do.
but if you're cross country skiing, it's not to like a board meeting or a fucking.
People do. People.
There are
fucking-
no way
there-
people
there
go.
fucking is.
Hey guys, I've got my board
Yeah, it's
meeting.
got
Is
an
there
idea.
somewhere to put me skis?
Yeah.
No, it's all.
Yeah.
What animal did you shoot? Let's eat that. That's the only meeting you're going to on skis. No one,
they do,
no one,
they do.
no one in the fucking BRW top 200 ski. Put me skis on, checking out how the stocks went this year. It is fucking animals that are skiing to get news.
I just... Because up on the mountain today, because we're all boarders.
Yes.
We're all boarders. I've skied in the past, but I got the electric shock therapy to stop me from skiing, so now I'm a boarder.
What was Maxwell's train of thought where you were saying skiing's a mode of transport, but boarding?
Yeah, boarding.
boarding's not.
Boarding only exists for pleasure. It's the clitoris of the hill.
Oh,
It is.
there's a reason to ask the
It
question.
is. It is. That's what it is. That's why there's something dirty about
You could-
snowboarding. It's only for pleasure.
It's joyriding.
Yeah,
You're
it's for
fucking boosting a car
Oh,
and
you know-
driving past the speed limit.
when
You're
you're
fucking-
going, the better you get, and when you're on a really good fucking run, like you're on a magic carpet ride.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
But if it goes flat, you're just stuck to some.
you're
wood.
just a carpet.
Oh, but skiers, when they go flat, they fucking spaff out and there's sticks and stems everywhere.
One of my best moments, one of my greatest altitude memories was one of the. So just now we're here in December, and the slopes are freshly powdered, and the runs are clear. Like I've been here 7 times. This is the most clear the slopes have been, and it's been joyous. Best snow, least amount of people. But in previous months, it's been February, it's been March. It's been busier. There's one time you and I were on a mountain, and the skier who had cut us off so many times, and I recognised him because he was one of those skiers in a fucking suit.
Oh, in a bunny suit.
Oh, like a 3-piece
Like
suit.
yeah. No. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like a onesie.
No.
I am amusing.
Yeah.
I'm doing something very dull in fancy dress.
One of the scares that doesn't.
Muggles wear fancy dress on the slopes. This guy's a muggle.
Yeah, but no, but he wasn't even the costume. He was. I think you're a proper douche on the slopes. Everyone wears goggles and a helmet. We're going fast. Everyone wears a helmet that's safety. There's not cool about. I've never seen someone without a helmet been like, oh, legend, like idiot. But goggles, we all agree need. But if you trade goggles for sunglasses, like the fucking tight, fucking airplane ones,
Just
like
a pair of aviators instead of goggles.
yeah, oh yeah. So he was one of those, and he was skiing down past it. He cut me off at least once, and he spanks out right in front of me. And just as a good person, I only laugh a little bit on the outside, just that I can hear. But then, when he realised I was laughing, was when I watched one of his skis just fall off, and just for 200 metres just go down a hill, which is always funny when they lose their skis, but just off the face of a 300-foot mountain into nothingness near the body of.
Have you ever seen it when a board or a ski goes whizzing down the slopes and you worry about people's lives because that goes like a fucking bullet when it goes down the piste? Not dangerous.
But we're all agreed. So
No,
this is the first
hold
one.
on. With skiers, my opinion of is that it's not a muggle thing to do unless you choose it as an adult with a decision. But if you've been brought into skiing and raised, just stick to skiing.
Yeah, if you've never switched, if you've never switched from skiing to boarding, like if you've always skied, fine. Like that's
It's like religion.
yeah.
If you're over 18 and get into it, you're a fucking weirdo. If it happened from 0 onwards, I go, oh, sorry, it's not your fault.
Not your choice. Your parents were muggles, not you. Get both of your parents to stand in the corner.
If skiing was your decision, you're a muggle. But if
You're
you're
a
skiing because you ski as a kid, you're good.
So, Maxwell, first ever guest on the podcast, apart from Gene, who we just had in, but you've got your first muggle suggestion.
Yes. People who use the term pet peeves.
Yes, or bugbear. Or bugbear. Bugbear, pet peeve. I'll tell you what my pet peeve is.
What about what grinds my gears?
Oh.
Does people saying what grinds my gears grind your gears?
Oh.
In fact, are you a...
Is his pet peeve?
And they're never good. It's never like a methamphetamine addiction. It's never, it's a pet peeve. When my kid sells my car illegally, and then the cops turn up and he's got a knife.
It's my pet peeve that I can't inject my vein in my wrist anymore because it's too perforated that I've got to inject my fucking belly. It's my pet peeve.
That's a peeve. Yeah.
As would you therefore maybe incorporate... let me ask, how do you feel about guilty pleasures then? See if someone goes,
well,
my guilty pleasure is...
I don't mind that.
Chocolate.
But you're just on it. This is a genuine thing I genuinely consider to be fucking disgusting, right? People who use the term chocoholic. Like, it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Nobody's ever lost their kid or fucked them because of chocolate.
Lost some toes, though.
No one's ever hauled themselves out for chocolate.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? Excuse me, I'm a chocoholic. What the fuck is wrong with
Jogging
you?
on the spot outside of Thornton's waiting for it to open.
It's terrible.
Are you aware of the slightly meta level you just went to? Like you just said you hate people that say this is my pet peeve. Well, we're literally in a game that is essentially pet peeve corner. So
God, we
was
never
this
called it a
perfect?
pet peeve.
Each one of us has to go in the corner for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think
but
that's
fortunately,
fair.
4 corners to every room. Otherwise, it's the Pentagon.
I mean, there's more than 4 corners.
Or a circle.
You got the 4 corners, but then you've got the top and bottom corners that you can just put your nose in if you try.
No. Wait, are the corners if it's in a cube? I feel like corners are just where the wall meets the wall. What's it if it's wall meets roof? I don't think it's a corner. I feel like
It's actually a rectangular prism. It's not a cube.
It's actually you have to put the tangent over the hypotenuse and divide it by pi, and then it's about a third of that.
No, you asked me if it was a cube. A cube is the exact same length on all sides, but this is a rectangular prism. The length of the
where's your
room.
fucking tape measure?
I mean, his pet peeve is the people getting the wrong polygons.
My pet peeve is talking to adults that didn't do year 3 maths.
I will totally agree. Pet peeves. Do you have? Even though you're willing to put pet peeves in the corner, do you have any pet peeves?
Yes, I have one pet peeve. I fucking hate when people say it's kind of I don't know. It's just it's a certain Dublin thing of a certain age, but I think it's world over. When people go, "How are you?" and they say, "Not tree bad."
Oh, instead of not too bad, not free bad. Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah.
such lame banter. Like
Oh.
it's just, and everybody who said,
And not even their own banter. Lame banter, but borrowed lame banter.
"Oh, it is." Oh, it's terrible. And everybody who says it is they're not even an arsehole. They're one down from there. You know, they're
Just
Back of the leg.
yeah. It's catchphrase comedy.
yeah. But
It's
just
they've heard
not
something
three
funny
bad.
and they've passed it off.
It's always said while you're shaking their hand and they kind of wink in your eyes. Not three bad. Oh, that's horrible.
Fuck them.
Yeah, no. I
That's
will,
a peeve, though. It's a peeve.
It's a peeve.
but
I don't go to war over peeves.
I will give you both of those if pet peeves, and also we'll throw in guilty pleasures.
I have more, by the way.
Oh, please
It's a different one, though.
go.
Let's,
wait,
hold on,
for
I'll
Muggle
come-
Corner.
I'll come
We'll
back
go
around.
back round. We'll do a full loop. We'll do a full loop.
I'll come back round. All right, I don't know if this is just something that's annoying. Cody just, Crusher just spilt his tinny, by the way.
Some of that beer you just spilled.
He did-
More beers?
He just fucking he just acted like he'd won. He acted like he won the Formula One just now. Fucking just sprayed it everywhere like a fucking Formula One winner. My Muggle Corner. I don't know if it is a Muggle Corner. If I'm just it's people I'm annoyed by, but it's couples that think they're one round. So when there's a round of beers going,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
couple like go, "Oh, we've already been," and you're like, "No,
No,
Dave, you've been."
Yeah.
But fucking Jenny, get your fucking purse out, because two people.
Yeah, no.
So if like, and that does happen, it does happen.
Oh, it's bad form.
But question is, are the Muggles?
Yeah.
Do you have to be a Muggle?
It's like your it's like your Facebook thing the other week. Any couple that's got one Facebook profile, they're the same people that think they're
they're
one
one
person in a
entity.
round.
yeah,
So-
that's a great argument actually.
Yeah,
It
and
is-
they're people that have like overcommitted to being one person.
I mean, even a perfect.
It's clearly a couple where one of them doesn't like being on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what I would do if that happens again. If this ever happens to you, this is how we deal with it. If they think they're one round, buy them one drink.
Yeah, split
When it's your
between them.
round, buy them one drink, even if it's in fucking two glasses.
I mean, if
two little
anything-
plastic cups and a fucking
I'm-
glass of
I'm-
rosé.
And this is a rare Muggle Corner where I can honestly say that nobody in this room is due a Muggle Corner because your Maxwell, your wonderful wife Soraya, if you and her were to, if she were to be like, it's me Maxwell's round, I feel like you'd be far more bankrupt. Just with the amount of rounds she's bought me over the years, and Kai and Nick, just you probably
Maxwell's
bought me
a
But it's mountain culture, like being out here in these resorts. Like it's you live and die by the round system.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have bad manners. It's amateur
Isn't it-
fuckers who are like.
The-
You're talking about. I remember there's another comic. He's an eccentric man. Anyway. No, I don't do any of that.
No, we snitch on this podcast.
No, I don't. Otherwise, I won't tell you the story. I wouldn't tell it as well if I felt that I was saying it to him.
We've actually got him tied up and there's a gun to his head at the minute and he's still this stoic.
Which one?
Maxwell, that was actually a very rude compliment to us that you think other comedians listen to this podcast. The only comedian that listens to this podcast is in this room, and it's not you.
I listen.
With my wife while I'm doing hotel room exercise.
You always listen, Crusher.
Yeah, fiance.
So go on, tell the story. We won't name the comic.
Oh yeah, that thing in a round system. He didn't drink. He only drank Diet Cokes. So he thought I had to buy him two. The round system was a 2-man 3-round system. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I had to go 2 rounds up to the bar to get him fucking Diet Cokes.
Oh, so he went 2 Diet Cokes for a pint.
Yeah.
What was he in front in the end?
As well.
Well, I
How,
don't
would,
know,
how do you
but it was-
stomach that? Because you're going to drink 10 pints that night. I've seen you drink. This guy's going to have 20 pints of Diet Coke.
Yeah, it's bad for you.
Yeah.
That is-
basically,
It's all bad for me, to be honest.
at the end of it, what you do is just at the night, if he's like, oh man, I've just pulled a girl, but I've just had like 20 pints of Diet Coke, what you do is like, hey, you got a girl, I'll give you a Mento, right? Then he fucks off forever.
Then his asshole blows out on the way
He
home.
gets to the moon. So yeah,
His eyes pop out his skull.
I will totally give. We're all agreed. Muggle Corner is
Yeah.
pet peeves. Pet peeves. This idea, and it's the public griping that we're all guilty of, but it's just the use of the language pet peeves.
No, you rewound.
Hates is better
You
than hates.
you rewound. I think you're a little.
His pet peeve is a pet peeve.
Guys, can I say how hammered you are right now? That's already done the pet peeve one. This is the buying rounds as a couple.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's fucking
So it is.
hammered.
Right, edit that out so I sound sober.
Nah, not a chance. Handle your shit.
I was following what you were saying, but I was just helping him out. Like,
Oh, I was trying to
Yeah.
host.
Look, Cream, Meg is leaving you for fucking dust, yeah. Like,
nah.
he knows where his bread's buttered. He realised he backed the winning horse.
Right, well, in that
So this
case...
is Cody's, this is Crusher's first ever Muggle Corner.
but we agree, buying rounds as a couple.
Yeah.
Buying couples as round, also
Muggles. 30
Muggles,
seconds.
yeah.
All right. I hope this isn't one you've done before. Muggles read every piece of mail they get.
Oh, I agree with you, but I'm in the corner.
What, everything? So anything that comes in an envelope addressed to Daniel Sloss, you're going to have a look.
Not even addressed to
Oh.
homeowner, citizen,
The
person,
occupier.
the occupier. Man, every one of those. Because I'm just like,
Well, stand in your
I'm
own
being
house
addressed.
corner. Lord.
Lord Occupier.
Do you, when you open the charity letters, realise it's nothing for you? Keep the pen and throw the letter away.
I totally because I've not been an adult for very long. So to me, people are like, oh, Daniel,
You haven't got very long left either.
They go, Daniel Sloss is your official title, and I'm like, maybe the Occupier is my official title. Like, I don't.
Hey, you know what's the... I think this might be the most impossible thing to do in the whole world. Nothing is harder than this. Not open a letter that the address is written in handwriting.
Oh,
I bet you nobody in the world has went, nah.
this is spam.
Have a look on the back, the sender, Asbestos Co. All right, I better have a read. Just, they've put in the effort.
Yeah, I used to.
I love
I used to-
understanding asbestos, not anthrax. Like a slow killing.
No, that's what I meant, anthrax.
Yeah, but asbestos kills you real slowly. Like it's like a pore that gets in your lung and grows over like 30 years.
I swear to God, ISIS could write me a letter, and I would only stop reading after PS.
Yeah.
Like, to Daniel,
To the soon beheaded. All right, well, I better have a look.
this is me. Lots of love, ISIS. PS. No. I disagree with you at this point, ISIS.
Yeah, no, I wonder if anyone's went PS and went, nah, I don't care about that nonsense. Just leave the PS bit. I read your letter, I didn't read your postscript.
Yeah, PSTB. I'll totally, absolutely put that in there.
Read every bit of mail.
Read
Yeah.
every, and I'm mate, and I'm not even.
'Cause I'm in
not
an
even going to
apartment.
change my life. You know what? After a week I've been here, I've been a week in London. When I get home, Jean's got a little mailbox, which is just for everything. Not
If you know what I mean.
no, she's got a huge mailbox, double-ended, like.
Made out of steel.
A double-ended mailbox is a pipe, isn't it?
That was just coming out her fanny.
Actually, just a mailbox.
Why, Sloss, are you worried that everyone around us is just standing up rapidly all of a sudden?
Yeah, no, I think it's because we can all agree that what you said is Muggle Corner. We're going to have a drink break.
By the way,
break.
I'm also going to say I live in an apartment building. Guys, go for a slash. I live in an apartment building.
Don't be like guys like I'm going with them.
Boys, come on, cross the streams. You know what you want to do. Sword fight. So,
Trading Cog v Irish Cog. The Irish pickle v Pickles pickle.
I'm the worst because I'm in this apartment building and there's an owner of my apartment who I pay rent to, but their mail comes to my house, and if it's not my name on the thing, I just throw it in the bin.
Oh.
They are probably in so much trouble
I
by
could
the
do-
fact that I'm like, what am I going to go to the post
Do you know what?
office?
No. Do you know what's way worse than this story? Is I do the exact same as you, but the previous occupier and tenant of my house is Kai. So at some points, I get mail this like to Kai Humphries, and I'm like, I don't live here anymore. Ben, I don't save it for him.
What a cunt. I'm going to be in trouble.
I know
Like,
that.
I live on the road. Like, if anyone's chasing me, you know, like, if, like,
I
anyone's
want you
after
to.
us,
I
or,
want.
like,
You, I
anything
want you to know that I've bent at least 3 letters that had red text.
Well, you know what? You know what?
I want,
You know what, Cream? That isn't what hurt me the most. That isn't what hurt me. Putting the broccoli in my pocket isn't what hurt me the most. hiding my towel isn't what hurt me the most. The fact that you might have went in my locker and stole my clothes and didn't isn't what hurt me the most. What hurt me the most is that you just called me pickle again and I don't like it.
Oh.
What do you call us pickle for?
Just right.
Stop calling us muggins.
Very quickly. So
about this.
yeah. So down in London, I'm a godfather to a wonderful child called Ava, one of our friends, Milo McCabe, who will be a guest in this show one day.
Daniel's goddaughter's older sister, Ine.
One time, me and Kai, we stay down with Milo whenever we're in London because we like it feels like we're part of a family as opposed to just doing drugs in an elevator. It's nice to feel homely once in a while.
Yeah.
And
we stand at the bottom of the drive checking each other's nostrils for coke bogies, and then we go and play with the kids.
So, Ine, 2 years old, is obsessed with the show I can't name, but she's naming every person who comes into the room. And Milo.
He can't name because he doesn't know what it is, not because it's under fucking witness protection.
Yeah, no, yes.
He doesn't know what the show's called.
So I walk into the room, she goes, "You're Zeg." Her mum walks into the room, "Mummy's Airplane." Milo, her dad, is called Crusher. And then
That's Crusher.
Yeah, so we laugh. And then you walk into the room and everyone goes, "Hey, what's Kai's name?" And she goes, "Pickle." And don't lie about this, you threatened to fight a 2-year-old child.
Bitch, call us Pickle. Call us Pickle again, I dare you. I double dare you. She called us Pickle again and I didn't do anything, but...
Because she learned her lesson.
But she went home with a flea in it, yeah. And then you continue to call us Pickle every now and again.
Right.
It's Sunday's name.
It's a booze break. We've got one bar battery left, so booze break and then...
Barry's.
Okay, we're back from break and we're going to do this quickly. We are just into our final round and our first ever Your Dad jokes with guests. So instead of 10, we've gone for 7 each, which still is...
More bang for your buck.
Yeah, 4 more than you normally get. But we'll go around the
You're not paying anything for this podcast and you're getting more dad jokes than you normally would have. But you can donate by going to kaihumphries.com/shop.
So I'll go first. Kai, your dad's yawns smell like Amber Rain's farts.
Pretty harsh. Your dad cuts the neighbour's grass.
For free. Doesn't like how it looks next to his.
Helping out.
Yeah, he doesn't want it like his lawn to be cut and then there be long grass right next to it. He wants it to be a bit regimented. Cody.
No, it's you.
I'm telling Cody something about his dad. Your dad strikes matches off his lips.
They're so dry from Luch's puss.
Sloss, your dad, Martin, your dad said meth was his gateway to Prosecco.
Maxwell,
One.
your dad skis for Facebook likes.
Oh, yeah, he would. You would any of those things wear? Okay.
He's never heard of skiing.
Well, Kai, I suppose I'll be mean to you. Kai, your dad looks really different to you.
But he looks like my brother.
And my mum.
Daniel, cream. Your dad has an index finger that's twice the length of the rest of his fingers, and he uses it to get grubs out of trees.
Sloss, your dad said when he grows up he wants to be a conspiracy theorist.
He's going to deck you on Wednesday when he hears.
When he grows up.
Nick, your dad fists his own asshole in an attempt to make himself a ventriloquist puppet so he has the courage to tell your mum he's leaving her.
So baroque. So much detail.
Well, normally he just does it to come. So for the fact that he's using it for another purpose, it's actually no. He's growing.
Duality of purpose.
Kai, your dad can only get a handshake out of your ma.
That's why I don't look like him. Maxwell, your dad didn't realise until he got arrested that when you cupcake someone, it's meant to be a fart and not a shit.
Poor dad, so true.
Kai, your dad saw the Dumb and Dumber sequel and hated it because dumberer wasn't a word.
Nick. Oh no, Maxwell. Your dad teabags your grand's grave.
They're lyrics from a band I never want to hear.
Hold on, his mum or the mum-in-laws? Which grand? Was it his mum or the other one?
It depends on his mood.
Both of them are hot, but...
Worth the teabagging.
Daniel, your dad only wears jeans when he's gardening.
And the rips in them are real. The rips in them aren't River Island, but the hard work. Daniel, your dad's got a wandering index finger.
Sloss. Your dad has his own pool cue.
Cody, your dad vapes cum.
Did used to snort it though, so again he's weaning off it. Good work, Jeff.
He cuts it with talcum powder.
Yeah,
He cuts it with other cum.
That's why I don't look like my dad.
who's goes?
You'll go.
Nick. Your dad never gets ahead. Just never.
He can't cut a break. Sloss. Yo. Sloss, your dad still has all the tags on his thread.
Sloss, your dad thinks Godfather 3 was the best one.
That's going to offend him way more than it offends me. Kai,
That's what it's meant to do.
your
He's a
dad,
prick.
your dad writes reviews for your mum's pussy on TripAdvisor. Never above a 3. And whenever he does give her 1 star, it's a brown one.
I mean, dad may not give her above a 3, but she's still an average of 4.5.
Hygiene was 1, but space was 5.
Hello.
It's picturesque.
Oh, fuck, I think I'm out. I don't think I've got any more.
You know why you don't have any more? Because your dad sweeps the floor at the hairdressers.
He does, though.
I got one more. So no, there. One. That's fine. Right.
Kai, your dad just watched The Shining and was proud to know he's still the worst dad at the snow.
Oh, I've got one more. Kai, your dad is the colleague nobody invites.
Cold-blooded.
And
Never gets ahead.
Kai, your dad tries to catch bird shits on his tongue like snowflakes.
well, Daddy.
That's so him.
Dad.
That's so him.
Instead of pressing Control and C, your dad goes into the drop-down edit bar and selects copy.
Cody, do you have one more?
Yeah. Sloss, your dad believes in Santa, but only that he's black.
rap.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Right. Well, I don't know how the quality of this is going to turn out, sound-wise, but the quality of this with guest-wise was second to fucking none. If there is ever an advert for you cunts donating so that in 2 months when me and Kai go separate ways, we can have guests on, like, thank you so much, Maxwell and Cody. That was...
Fuck, it was a bit.
We brushed shoulders with the funniest people in the world.
Man.
In the comedy industry.
I don't know.
Also, I want to say, I
Beautiful
want to
thing.
talk about your actual dads.
Oh, well, fucking well, that
I was specifically talking about Kai's with every one of those.
Yeah, Kev's mental.
But Linda doesn't have the stones to leave her.
He called it a trip advisor.
We're not going to plug anything at the moment. Just donate to this.
Punch Drunk Comedy, if you're in the Northeast.
Punch Drunk Comedy.
Come stay and Meg Wilmot and John Robertson.
But everyone on this knows who Nick, Cody, and Andrew Maxwell are. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, boys.
Yeah, cheers,
Much
guys.
appreciated. That was incredible.
Give them a round of applause wherever you are.